it the same special master like in any of these situations?
In the Cohen case, the Rudy case, and the Project Veritas case, it was the exact same special master, Judge Barbara Jones, in the Southern District of New York.
Have you looked into her background?
I did a little bit at the time when I wrote a Substack on it way back last November. I don't remember a lot of specifics right now off the top of my head, but yeah.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna look at this while we're all here, just to see if there's anything interesting.
Sure. Yep, that's her.
Barbara Sue Jones, born 1947.
See if anything sticks out.
Special attorney for organized crime and racketeering, criminal division.
That's RICO.
She worked for Daniel Patrick Moynihan, who was often thought of as one of the only not, kind of bipartisan principled senators out there. He was from New York as well.
Where's that at? Oh, Gregory?
At Moynihan. It's there somewhere. Control F it, Moynihan. Unless I just hallucinated it, which is always there it is.
Okay.
Okay, so she didn't work for him, but she was nominated based upon the recommendation.
Can we read through this top part? Let's just read through this all, Patrick.
That's what I'm here for. Education and career. Born in Inglewood, California, Jones received a Bachelor of Arts degree from Mount St. Mary's University in 1968 and a Juris Doctor from the Temple University Beasley School of Law in 1973. Following law school graduation, Jones was a special attorney of the Organized Crime and Racketeering Criminal Division of the United States Department of Justice in 1973 and of that agency's Manhattan Strike Force against organized crime and racketeering from 1973 to 1977.
Hey, guys, hold on. Well, I guess we're frozen.
I know it's good. It's good for me right now.
Well, everybody in the chat is saying we're frozen.
Good old Rumble.
Yeah.
Off I go to check it out myself.
Oh, what the hell?
Wait, what?
It's like not even showing up now.
Not showing up for me either.
How is that?
Well, I suppose I can click on the Patel Patriot channel on Telegram. You posted the link there.
It says we're still live.
Yeah, I see it. It says almost 11,000 watching. The chat's going.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay. Wait, It says we're here now.
All right. Okay. Whatever.
I think everybody just need to refresh.
Okay,
everybody refresh. But yeah, we did see that. We did see we were down. Sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna pick up where we left off, kind of.
She was an assistant United States attorney in the Southern District of New York from 77 to 87, serving as chief of the General Crimes Unit from 83 to 84 and of the Organized Crime Unit from 84 to 87. From 87 to 95, she was a first assistant district attorney of New York County District Attorney's Office. Jones also taught as an adjunct associate professor of law at Fordham Law School from 85 to 95 and at New York University School of Law in 2008. Since 2009, Jones has taught trial advocacy at the Practicing Law Institute in New York.
Sorry, I want to see one more thing here. 73. Okay, go ahead.
Federal Judicial Service. On the recommendation of Senator Daniel Patrick Moynihan, Jones was nominated to the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York by President Bill Clinton on October 18, 1995, to a seat vacated by Judge Kenneth Conboy. She was confirmed by the United States Senate on December 22, 1995, and received commission on December 26, 1995. Jones took senior status on December 31, 2012, and subsequently retired from the court on January 4, 2013, to go into private practice. She now works on white-collar and financial fraud cases as a partner in the New York office of Bracewell LLP. Bracewell and Giuliani. Bro, the law firm is Bracewell and Giuliani.
Are you sure?
Dude, I could have hallucinated it, but this is
right here.
There it is.
Right here.
There it is.
2005. Wow.
And where did Rudy Giuliani work to bust criminals in New York? He worked out of the SDNY,
Southern District of New York.
She went there in 20. She went to private practice in 2013. I wonder if that's when she joined, because she would have overlapped with Rudy. And you said she was special master in the Rudy case?
Yeah, in the Cohen case, the Rudy Raid, and the Project Veritas case. Now, there was no conflict of interest in the Rudy case because Rudy Giuliani was not the subject of any criminal case when he was raided. It's in the court filing. He was not the subject of any criminal case or any
That's
criminal
right.
investigation. Who the people that were the subjects of that case were some Ukrainian and Russian disinformation agents who tried to influence our election and tried to peddle falsehoods, and who also tried to bribe their way into Trump's world and bribe GOP politicians. They were swamp creatures from Ukraine, and they're now in prison.
Isn't there something with Timothy Dolan too?
Cardinal Dolan.
Yeah, he's that's not the same Chuck Dolan from the Danchenko
Right, yeah,
case.
totally different dude.
That's
No,
Cardinal
but
Dolan, but yeah.
I know, but he's okay. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I'm just kind of scrolling through with some of this stuff she's worked on
Rudy Giuliani, lead counsel, Purdue Pharma.
with Rudy. So she's literally worked with Rudy Giuliani
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah.
Badass.
So
Yep.
how's that for?
Now, it's very unlikely she would be appointed to be the special master in this Mar-a-Lago case because this is a different district. The Mar-a-Lago case is in southern Florida. But that template that was set here, she helped work with them to set it, of how to deal with one, a former attorney for president, a former president's actual attorney at the time, and a media company, a major media company, Project Veritas.
I just want to check, see if there's anything in here about that. Because that'd be, I mean, if she got appointed to this too,
It'd
I mean,
blow my mind. That would blow
but
my
it's
mind.
not possible, you don't think?
It's not impossible. It's just usually someone who's familiar to the court. Now, this case could get elevated out of Florida and end up somewhere where she gets appointed. It's definitely something to watch for.
Yeah. Okay, why is that thing stuck on there?
I think it's pretty clear that's why she was allowed to be the special master in those first three cases. The good guys trust her.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting. Holy cow. Well, right off the bat here, my mind is kind of blown just because of the Rudy Giuliani connection. So let's keep going. Should we go into the first screenshot, or what do you think?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead and pull that up.
Well, first of all, I think somebody made a point in the chat. Southern District of New York, that's like where all the other shit is, happened, right? Like with Hillary Clinton laptop.
Epstein.
Yes. That is also where the band is from that Bill Barr talked about when he said he got the band back together. All the people that wound up in Trump's DOJ were working out of Southern District of New York at one time. Terwilliger, Comey, Mueller, Rosenstein. They were all that Ray.
When Trump was when Trump was he was a confidential informant, right, for the FBI against people in Atlantic City. Wasn't that at SDNY too?
Yes, Trump has been. Oh man, we're going to blow people's minds if they don't know this. Trump has been the FBI's number one asset since at least 1981, if not before. So is his brother. So is his father. So is his grandfather.
Can you sauce that, or like where do you get that from? I believe you, I've heard it's too.
Yeah, there's a document from 1981 where he went to build his casino in Atlantic City, and he contacted the FBI and brought them in and said, "I'm interested in doing this, but I hear that this is a very corrupt area. What do I need to know?" And he offered to make his hotel basically a sting operation. And he did. Yeah. He allowed surveillance in his hotel and all sorts of other things, and caught crooked people having conversations and meetings in his hotel. And
I've seen this before. I've seen the documents. I've read through them.
Yeah,
but I don't remember where I got them from.
I can send it to you. I can send it to you. Now, there's been a recent case. I went over it on my show back this spring, like in April or May, I think, where there was a court filing involving the Trump organization, and a journalist sued to try and get a judge to unredact who the confidential human source in it was. And the only people involved in the case were the criminal and the Trump organization. And they wouldn't say who the source was. And the journalist was trying to get access to it. And the judge ruled, said, no, I can't, because this is an actual source of FBI information. and it's confidential, and they have to protect the source, and that's why it's FOIA'd this way. And if you use deduction, the only person involved that could be the confidential human source is someone in the Trump organization. And the same thing has happened over and over again, where the media says that Trump is under investigation, or Rudy's under investigation, or the Trump organization is, and it turns out it's not them. It's someone they had a conversation with. It's someone corrupt that they had contact with, and they are the source of the evidence that eventually gets used against that criminal. But the media reports it as something different.
If you do find that document, you should, or if you know where it is, like offhand, you should send it to me, because I think that'd be worth exploring for people. But yeah, he would have worked with Barr, Rosenstein, and Mueller and Giuliani, all as an FBI informant. Again, I've read this. It's been a while since I've gone over that. It's been like months, but that's definitely worth keeping in mind as we go over
all
this.
The characters that wound up in Trump's DOJ somehow are all the same characters that Trump and Giuliani worked with in the 80s to bust criminals.
Yeah.
Kind of funny how that happened.
Interesting. Yep. So, okay, if you send me that even during the show, if you can, if you know where it's at, but let's go into this first while Patrick reads this first.
You don't got to read the whole thing. You can read. That's the search warrant. That's
for Mar-a-Lago.
Unsealed. Yeah, for Mar-a-Lago, and you can see.
Was there anything redacted?
Nope, not right here. Nope. It's for the property. It's not for Trump. It's a search warrant for the property. By the way, it's the Trump organization that owns Mar-a-Lago, not Trump. It's the organization that does. And you can see down here on August 5th is when it was signed, and the time is at 12 p.m. Well, if you go to that screenshot I sent you of Dan Scavino's tweet, or truth, I should say.
Hold on. You'll see. Sorry, I found the memo. So I'm just.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Before we go on, I want to share this.
Memorandum. Supervisor Damon T. Taylor.
Yeah, this is from 1981, I believe. But let's just read this first page. You can see this is the documents of him being an FBI informant. Maybe just even read the second paragraph.
Okay. In early April of 1981, Reiter was contacted by case agent and was subsequently advised that the source had a business relationship with Donald and Robert Trump of the Trump Organization. The source in this case owns a piece of property along with other partners in Atlantic City, upon which the Trump Organization wants to build a casino. In early April 1981, Reiter and case agent met with Donald Trump. The purpose of this meeting was for Donald Trump to express his reservations about building a casino in Atlantic City. Trump advised agents that he had read in the press media and had heard from various acquaintances that organized crime elements were known to operate in Atlantic City. Trump also expressed at this meeting the reservation that his life and those around him would be subject to microscopic examination. Trump advised that he wanted to build a casino in Atlantic City, but he did not wish to tarnish his family's name.
Yep. Well, I'll leave that there, and I'll post this. Kate, I'm going to send this to you. If you want to post it in the chat, that'd be cool.
There's more than that, but that is the gist. They had this meeting, and
yeah, I mean, there's pages of this if you read through.
And what you can do now, you're not going to find some document that says Trump is a confidential human source. Yep. You're going to find things where him or his organization have been involved in a case, and some criminals got busted, and it just keeps on tying back to him working with the FBI somehow. And you have to use deductive reasoning to figure out, okay, there's some sort of working relationship here between what Trump and his organization do and what the FBI is doing to go after these criminal elements. And if you track the cases that came out of New Jersey, it came out of Atlantic City in the years after this, they tie back to Trump organization. And the media has tried to make it seem like it was the Trump organization who was corrupt, but it wasn't. They were working as a confidential human source or an asset.
It's unreal. Okay, so back to what we were doing. We have the this is the
search warrant. This is the search warrant that got unsealed, document 17. And right there you see, if Patrick wants to read it, he can.
Yeah, Patrick.
I should let Patrick participate.
Document 17, attachment A, property to be searched. The premises to be searched, 1100 South Ocean Boulevard, Palm Beach, Florida 33480, is further described as a resort, club, and residence located near the intersection of Southern Boulevard and South Ocean Boulevard. It is described as a mansion with approximately 58 bedrooms, 33 bathrooms on a 17-acre estate. The locations to be searched include the, quote, 45 office, all storage rooms, and all other rooms or areas within the premises used or available to be used by former President of the United States and his staff, and in which boxes or documents could be stored, including all structures or buildings on the estate. It does not include areas currently, i.e., at the time of the search, being occupied, rented, or used by third parties, such as Mar-a-Lago members. They misspelled Mar-a-Lago, and not otherwise used or available to be used by the former president and his staff, such as private guest suites.
Okay, so the date on this is August 11th, 2022, and then there's this tweet from Scavino
on the 5th.
Now look, Scavino, the search warrant was signed and dated August 5th, 12:12 p.m. Scavino truthed this out August 5th at 47 minutes past midnight. So almost 6 hours before the warrant was even on the judge's desk, Scavino put this out with a door with 45 on it and put 47 as the timestamp, which to me is a not somewhat subtle allusion to Trump being the 47th president in the future. And there's a door, as in a door is about to open or someone's going to come knocking on a door. And look, it's
pretty random.
It's what else could it possibly mean? Now, if you don't buy it, that's fine. But to me, it's an indication that Scavino's telling we knew this raid was coming.
It's interesting.
And then,
how would they know? You know, like obviously they'd have to have somebody on the inside or something. Maybe they're even orchestrating a little bit of this for optic reason. Who knows?
And who was it that told the world that the raid had happened? Who was the first person to tell the world that the raid happened?
I thought it was Donald Trump.
That's right. He told them about an hour after they left, after the FBI left, which robbed the media of the opportunity they've been dreaming of for 6-7 years.
Well,
there was an opportunity. There was an opportunity for the media to be stationed outside of Mar-a-Lago and get an entire day's full of video of FBI agents going in and out.
Well, I was just going to say Roger Stone. Stone. I mean, that's what they did. The media showed up, and then like 15 minutes later or something, the FBI shows up and busts down the door. How did that not happen with this? That's
exactly. So, how were there no leaks of this raid to the media? I think that tells you who was actually in control and who was behind this raid. If the deep state was in control and behind this raid, there would have been leaks. If the Biden White House was behind this raid and intimately involved with it and aware of it before it happened, you would have had the New York Times, Washington WAPO, you had CNN, MSNBC. They all would have been out there at 5 a.m. before the FBI even arrived. And they would have been out there the whole day.
This whole thing is about the optics, right? I've been talking about that on the show for a long time, especially my last 2 articles. And so that's crazy. That kind of blows my mind. I've had my mind blown twice now, and I guess we're half an hour in, but that's nuts. Okay, let's go to the next one.